Good morning. Hey, Sparkheart. Lurking. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, we are nearing the end of alpha right now, I think. I don't really want to add any other big things. Skulk even. Yeah, I think I'm done adding big systems to alpha, right? Because I think it's starting to become like feature creep. There's plenty to do. There's still more of the mod to develop. I gotta flesh out the tier 2, tier 3 a lot. You know, we got soul magic to bring in still, lunar magic. I started to toy with the accessories, you know, having different high level things you could put on to make your stuff better. And I want to bring in a mana potion system as well. Right, so there's a couple big ticket items still, but you know, if I keep pushing that stuff out, I'm never gonna get out of alpha. Although I guess I also have to see when the game comes out with 1.20, right? We're on pre-9. I know they're working on a bunch of stuff still. Like it's like 1.20 isn't feature complete yet, so it may be around Christmas time that we get this stuff, which means that, you know, maybe I could squeeze in another major system. I don't know. Depends on what I'm feeling like. I guess that's what am I feeling like doing? First thing I'm going to do, there was some feedback on Discord here. Let me just double check the poll we have running. All right, looks like 3-2. It's pretty close, but it looks like more people want just the decoration. So it was brought to my attention that people want to use the ancient markers for like creative, right? Place the blocks down. And I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know, why not? Sure, I could do that. So that's what we are going to do. This means that the ancient markers are going to change because I'm going to add a state. I'll have a unstable, which is going to be what spawns. And then when you use cleansing light, it could transform it into a permanent. So we will do it like that. Which also means I got to touch a couple other things here. All right, so let's go into the block for the ancient artifact. And we're going to have to just spot check here. Okay, so that's just the tooltip stuff. We got all of that stuff there. And then we do the change back over. And I think I'm doing these changes a clever way. I'm not completely rebuilding everything. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. I need to say I need to add something here because you'll be able to break these things and it'll be like a loot pinata as it sits right now. So I got to say this dot code dot path dot contains. So if it contains, I always spell permanent wrong. I don't know what it is. My brain is wired It's one of those words I just never think about or learn from. So if it contains permanent, and I will put the dashes in to make darn sure, then I'm going to return I think I just want to return the base here. Base dot on block broken. And we got to put in world, position, player, quantity. Oh, you know what? We don't want to do that. Let me cut that out. Let's do this. There we go. Because it doesn't take a return, it's a void. I like this song. There we go. Now let's just see what happens here. You know what? I have to do one more thing. Let's go into the rifts here. Let's look for the ancient artifacts. Yeah, right in here we have to do a dash. Unstable dash. There we go. Think that's what we want to do to get these things to spawn right. So doing this, I should have two versions of this artifact. One that you can meditate from, and that's a loot pinata. The other one, right now, it's straight decoration. And if people want the ability to at least meditate from this, people gotta vote. Because I'm just going with the winner. This is one of those few times where I literally don't have an opinion on this one way or another. I really just don't care. I just don't care. God, I love the new buff system up here. Oh, man. The new display. Freaking sweet. Oh, I did some more things, too. Not only were all the spells enhanced, like, they're all pretty powerful now. I went above and beyond to do a conversion for the duration in hours, minutes, and seconds. So, you know, like Swiftness 3 now lasts 30 minutes. And and instead of just 100% run speed, you get up to 150% run speed. Hey. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And Swiftness 3. Yeah. You definitely feel faster now. It's no longer just am I running faster? No, you are faster. All right, let's spawn some ancient artifacts here. And I gotta have them naturally spawn. Just spawned a bunch of rifts. Look at that. That's how many rifts I spawned. And we will see what actually spawns blockwise. Hey, one of my elementals. Welcome, friend. Lightning elemental. I didn't think they'd all stay. Spawn a bunch. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that's like a dimensional tear. That's cool. I like it. Man, the calm activity sucks. Hey, is that... Oh no, going too fast, going to crash into a tree. What are you talking about? How you doing? We'll make a circle, all right. pretty neat. How rare did I make these things? God damn. Oh, wait, it's every 30 seconds that it ticks. All right, let's... I love the new pulsing, I gotta say. When they're about to transform back. Love that. Love that. Let me skip time a little bit. Still calm. Calm. Medium. Okay, good. There we go. Look at all of those rifts. I'm like, I didn't break it, right? Damn it, it's medium. Why are they not staying out? That one's staying out. That one's staying out too. Can you only have like so many? Doing good. Just, she said going fast, so made a quick joke. Oh yeah, I got you. How rare did I make these things? God damn. Okay, there's no way this is medium rift weather. There's no way. These rifts aren't staying out like long at all. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be how many can stay alive. Right? How many rifts can stay alive? Maybe medium can only have like 2 rifts. Maybe. Look at that. I like seeing my elementals. And Fritz coming in for the resub. I hope you're feeling better, Fritz. 11 months. Yeah. You're not missing too much. I'm just testing some stuff right now. Breaking stuff, you know how it goes. I like the particles when you have a buff on. It's simple, right? Like it's pretty simple. It's just it's particles at your feet. I had them higher, but it got annoying, like seeing the particles as you're trying to play. And draw fish on those riffs. Kind of wondering what has that effect. You doing that? Oh, that's my run speed. That's swiftness 3 right now. Let's skip some time here. Hi, here we go. Whoops, let's see how many we can spawn here. That is a lot of rifts. That's a lot. How is this not high? Look at that. It's still killing them off. I feel like I should make it to where these things are, Let's look at the ticks, I guess. Let's look at the ticker here. This is probably on a delay, I think. It's on a 5-second delay. It ticks every 30 seconds. And every 30 seconds, it has a 2% chance every 30 seconds to have one. So what are you working on today? I'm working on the poll that we have, creating a a stable version of the monolith. I'm just trying to get a monolith to spawn right now. That's all I'm trying to do right now, is just to get one to spawn. I'm gonna increase this by a lot. All right, I'm gonna let those bake. I'm gonna find my there it is, the old admin block. There we go. So there should be some spawning now. Wait, I did fireball it in. Hold on. I did, right? Fireball. Because now it rolls the random and it's got a 92% chance to spawn one. And it starts this every within 5 seconds. Yeah, so I screwed something up. Because they're not even spawning now. Smoke trails like an engine, yeah. Big old choo-choo train. Yeah, so these just aren't spawning now. All right. So what did I do? Oh, okay. I know what I did. That's an invalid item. I meant to do this. Totally invalid item. I hope I got it right. I hope I did. So it is ticking. Ah, there we go. Now we're getting them spawning in. Excellent. And I'm just going to admin pick this. What spell do I want to get rid of? Ooh. I was working on Blink. I was working on Fly. Let's get rid of Agility 1. I just want to look at this. Settings, dev, pop this back on, back. Of course, it doesn't tell me. We need to do localized names. Maybe that will be a better solution. I need to do this anyways. All right, let's go to the localized name. Let's look for ancient. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna copy, paste. So I will have unstable. There we go. And what did I name the other? Permanent. There we go. So this will be permanent. I think for the permanent, I'm just going to call it an inert ancient monolith. Copy, paste, paste, paste. All right. Let's reload the language file. So ancient. So those are definitely the unstable ones because it's still called ancient artifact. Yep, and we got the inerts right there. Ooh, what are you? Some of these are unlocalized. Some of these are wrong. So it's block ancient monolith 1. Yeah, I messed something up, all right. God damn. We got the state, we got the type. Oh shoot. Okay, I only did this for the ancient markers. I remember now. I have 4 versions of this that we have to adjust. 3 other versions here. All right, so let's go up. Like, wait, some of these aren't right. Yeah, because I got to do this for like all the other ones. All right, so, whoops. All I really have to do is keep the formatting and paste these in. And that's why I'm only getting markers right now. It's all making sense. All right, fireball. We're going to do a straight reload. Delicious. Whoops. Gonna spawn a bunch more. I hate that the game does that. Like, they're still there, but it's just like the shaders take a little bit to kick on. And we'll spawn a little more. Because you could see like the particles before the shaders come up. Yeah, those are despawning. There we go. Okay, good. We're seeing all the different types now. Let's take a look at creative again. There we go. So ancient marker, inert ancient marker. Excellent. Now we have to do another thing in here. So basically what I want to do is like block generic, maybe. Is that what I call it? I just want like the basic block. Yeah, it's just called block generic. Because right now you can meditate on these things. And I do not want that. I gotta verify these. So the unstable version is going to have this code. Here we go. Copy, paste, copy, paste. All right, and the permanent are going to have just the generic. Here we go. You know what I could probably do? I think I have a... Do I have a generic block entity? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't, but I could use the station generic. Because these things probably should still have a block entity. Just in case I want to do something unique, like if I want to turn these into like a storage container for you or something, right? Like someone gets the bright idea to suggest that, right? So I will keep a basic block entity on that. Copy, paste. There we go. So the permanent ones should not have anything special to them. Let's do one more reload. We're going to place some down and take a look. Oh, I don't have this class registered? Damn it. Come on, man. Don't make me make a new block entity for these. Oh, I guess I have to. Damn it. All right. I'll do it. I don't want to, but I will. Well, how much of a pain in the butt is it going to be to just reuse this? Let me take a look, because this doesn't look like a big file at all. I already did this work last night. I already did this. Oh my god. All right, undo all this tomfoolery. There we go. So this should just work. All right. Let us get one of these out. Inert. I want to keep that spell. You know, let's get rid of agility too. Oh, you know what? Looks like the animation is not there. Let's get this thing spinning. Let's get it spinning and... All right, let's take a quick look here. What if I try and break this with a pickaxe? Okay, so nothing. Good, good. I can have it drop itself. Yep, just wanted to verify. That still worked. All right, let's get this thing spinning. To get it spinning, I got a lot of stuff open right now. It's this one. Okay. So on game tick, if it doesn't have the spin animation, then it should start it. Do 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 do. Interesting. It should be spinning right now. Here, what I'm gonna do, because I did kind of mess some stuff up. We're gonna shut down because there were a bunch of issues right there. Just to refresh things a little bit. We're gonna rebuild. Success. Now we're gonna go back in. It could have been placing those down. I think it still had the old block entity, the block in the block entity. You know, the one that wasn't registered, which would make sense why animations were not occurring. Kind of like something in my eye. So that one's gonna be dead. There we go. Now let's see. Okay, good, good. Let me just double check this. This is one that should drop. Good. Man, that was a crappy drop. Whoo, roll low. All right, so let's put a bunch of these out to test. These should not be disappearing. I always felt like these were a little too big. You know? It's a little too big. But people seem to like them, so I'll leave their size, but I feel like they're too big. All right, while that's ticking away, you know what? Let's cast a couple buffs on ourselves here. I was working with Blink. I made it to where you can move while casting Blink. The spell itself is a 4-second cast, but if you are an Archmage like you should be and use the Archmage staff, that's going to be a 2-second cast for Blink. And I reduced the mana cost by quite a bit. I think, let's pull up Blink here. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, so Blink, it has a 16 block range, and yeah, so it's 32 mana per cast, because you get a 50% reduction with tier 3 armor. So that's what I was working on. Blink's pretty fun. I was thinking of making an amulet where it made Blink like a 1-second cast time or an instant cast, but like doubled the mana or something. So it looks like that stuff is staying up. Sweet. All right, so now what I need to do... we need to go back into here. Go into here. Ooh. It would be easier just to do it through here. So I'm going to have it drop itself. This dot code dot path. There we go. All right, that should be good. Oh, that's the wrong one. And it's getting dark out. There we go. Nope. Wrong. Oh, get item. It's not an item. Hold on. Damn it. This should be get block. I do that so often. So often. There we go. Now it should drop itself. And I'm just kind of killing time right now. I have the next update like done already. Let me actually see what I've done. Oats, if you are watching this, this is why I keep telling you to get GitHub. This is why. You can track everything. And if your computer blows up, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, you don't lose all your crap. And you don't have to have like 10 different versions of a mod in various confusing folders. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. So I got the tooltips for staves, tooltip on fly. Tried to fix the rotation. Looks like it didn't work though. Reworked all the grimoire stats. Hit the global spell range. All the spells had their range, even if it was just the default range or a spell that didn't use range, still had a range stat. So I fixed that. Wands, I reworked wands. So now you can hover over and it gives you like all the spell description stuff, right? You know, so I have the spell name, the description, and then like the mana cost and everything that it does. It did not tell you that before. My bad. Hey, is that computer decides to die? Yeah, right. If it just decides, you know what? Time for retirement. It's always at the best moments, too. Yeah, I cleaned up the language file, fixed the shader for rust sickness, debug block now replenishes health correctly, Rift Bloom T adjustment, buff durations across the board, cleaned up configs and constants. Yeah, changed all the Crucible recipes. Like, I accidentally put in a rustic compound. I switched all of it to rusty dust to make it a lot easier to craft all that stuff. Right, so like I could come up with an alpha 16. I'm just hoping that like I'm trying to give it a little time to see if like there's a crash or something that someone finds. Honestly though, I don't think anyone's really alpha testing anymore. Like people in the beginning were, but not so much anymore. Break that. Hey, look at that. It actually dropped itself. We'll make a nice wall of these. Because I shut down the game without saving, it got rid of all my stuff. But hey, it actually dropped itself, which is great. So if I break that one, yep. Same. Good. Boop. How would one alpha test? So I have a channel in the Discord right now. Alpha test, the alpha version of this is for anyone who is marked as a supporter or anyone who like Twitch subbed or anything like that. And yeah, and there's a whole section. I've been doing polls and votes. People have been giving feedback on things, but feedback either I'm doing a good job and there's just not a lot of things that are like broken with this version of the mod right now. Or, you know, life is picking up for people. One or the other. And also what I have Sparkheart is, as like a thank you for the people who are supporters, they will have access to a supporters pet tab. So there are a couple pets in here that you can just kind of use, for being a supporter. This one was my little favorite one. The rabbit of Carbonog. But yeah, I was thinking of making something for just like the alpha testers, right? Like giving them a pet. But I'm not sure. I feel like there's only like 3 people that have given me feedback and stuff for the alpha. That would even get that pet. So I'm like, I don't know if I should do that. But that's how. And it looks like these are not disappearing, so these are now permanent. We need to fix the researchable. Let's actually see if I can do meditation research on these. I think I still can. We got to fix that too. Yep, we still can. Yep. So stand up. Let's fix that. Meditation insight. On being looked at. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna say, if it's permanent, just return right away. Which means I also need to change something else here, because we have to remove that researchable tag. All right, that's the transmute behavior. That's the mana recovery. Catalyst tag. Here we go. Meditation insight. Now, where was the ancient artifact? Okay, so in here, I'm gonna have to make some changes. Yeah, and soon for the alpha test. Once this is out of alpha, I'm going to be opening up a community server for all the supporters in that channel, and we're all going to like play with it on a live server, right? You know the D&D pets. You know the D&D memes like about Fart Buckles who sacrificed himself about saving his whole team. I guess, yeah. I know there's some online like MMOs or like there. I remember back in the day they were trying to pitch the permadeath thing, being like, man, that tank, you know, had his last death and saved your team, and I'm like, you overestimate humanity a lot. You know, like he's been alive, he's been playing that character for over a year, and that was his last life, and he saved you, and you'll tell tales of it. I'm like, you're all fucking dumb. You know, like who's gonna want to play that? Who's gonna want to be like, yeah, you know what, I've been working hard on this guy, grinding up because it's an online MMO. Oh, and by the way, now I might as well just click the delete button, right? Because I got to start fresh from the beginning. Like, get out of here. Glitter Fart saved this team by sacrificing himself. All right. So I want to say that this also contains unstable. Yeah, I don't know why I thought of that when you mentioned that. I don't even remember what game was trying to do that, right? It was some like Kickstarter thing, or maybe I just remember like watching the video and they're like, we're trying to create stories. I'm like, oh god, don't be an artist, man. Like you're not good at it. This is doomed to fail. You know that, right? Like, you know the player base at all. Have you played games? You only get like 3 deaths. Like, well, I guess I can never be a tank, right? They're the first to die. You would get people griefing so bad because it'd be like parties of people, and then they would like let the tank and like the healer die, right? Just not do any damage. You know what I mean? Like the healer would just be like, you know what? Like they would be like serial killers in that game. Oh, sorry, my keys were sticking. I couldn't see you. Alright. So now these do not have the tag on them. If I do meditation, go into meditation and try and research these, I shouldn't get anything. Nope. Nothing. So these are now inert. Yep, it would have triggered by now. I got my meditation stuff going on. Sweet. So I created the new block. Now we actually have to do something. Let me double check. So that says researchable. Let's go into meditation. I'm not going to fully learn it. As long as I see particles, I know it's kind of going on. Yep. So we got all the particles going around it. So I began to research it. Or other nice memes for WoW, like Leroy. Yeah, Leroy Jenkins. That dude, it's funny because like being an a-hole like that dude ended up like, didn't he end up getting a position with Blizzard? Comes walking out. I remember the dude comes walking out and it's like, yeah, you know, that really made me. I'm like, oh my god, what is our society right now? Like, I had forgot about that meme. Like, you guys are like 7 years too late to capitalize on that. All right, so we got that. We got that. Now we have to pull up cleansing light and have these things convert. Boop boop. And I got 2 versions of cleansing light. I kind of wanted to look at these anyways. Let's pull out the scroll version. And it's kind of zoom out a little bit. So there's this one here. I think it's just a range thing. And I think I have the same size shader. Yeah. So let's take a look at these spells. You know what? I'm also going to need to spawn some rifts here. And we'll just double check here. Right? So there's a rift. Run over to it. Cast the spell. Yep. And it annihilates it. Perfect. My brain is the data bank of memes. Nice. My brain, I don't know what it does anymore. Fumbles through code. That's what it does. All right, let me close out some windows. I don't need any of this open. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that was important. What was this? Oh, okay. I was working on something there. I'm not going to work on that anymore. I don't need rift blooms up. I'm going to do one more check here. Yep. So I think that's fine. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Run attempt to drop familiar. Okay, yeah, those are all the attempts for up top. Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, there's nothing else that I really need to do. Boop. Boop. You know what? There may be one more thing. Hold on. Let me pull up one of these just to double check. Material ore, I don't like that information. I'm gonna fabricate my own information here. There we go. So I'll just delete it all for now. We're gonna put special information in there. But I didn't like all that other stuff. Also, my brain forget important things as well. Yeah, well, it's gotta make room for all those memes, right? New follower, Foxy Woxy. Thank you for the follow. I hope I said that right. I'm usually terrible with names. All right, let's have cleansing light. Let's pull up the spells here and see what the real difference is between cleansing light 1 and 2. I think it's just distance, right now. Cleansing Light 1 and Cleansing Light 2. Yeah, because they both have the same stats. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I see. Permadeath Games here. Oh, hold on. My window kinda. Wait, nope. Didn't mean to do that. But I guess I'll play that song. Permadeath Games here. You said it right, just as not spelled right. Oh, okay, good. Foxy Woxy. I'm not home on the phone, still attached to the old Twitch. I got you. Nice, welcome in. We're just working on the alpha right now. Working on the alpha. More spell work. Always spell work to do. Imagine that. So really the main difference, so all the spell is doing is creating the spell projectile entity itself. So all the differences and changes would be in here. So let's take a look at this. Oh, the radius was different. Now, I have a question here. Does the spell hit from this far away? It does. Interesting. Let's do this again. Does it hit from this far away? It does not. I kind of want to see how far away. I suspect both spells hit around the same distance. Don't you disappear! Son of a... I couldn't tell. Damn it. Yes. Try to catch you when I can. Trying to learn the magic as it is being created. Yeah, the what I'm working on now is like no reflection on what is currently out there. I rewrote this mod from scratch, like literally disabled all items and brought things back one at a time and like retweaked it and reworked things. So it's a completely different mod, a lot more magic. You know, as you could see with my test stuff over here, there's a lot more kind of going on here. There's definitely a lot more. But yeah. You know what? Let's create. Oh, you know what? We will use this. We'll use this. We're gonna spawn a rift. So 1, 2, 3. Cleansing Light 1, I think we'll miss this. Nope, it still hit it. Okay. Alright, so no go on that one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Both of these right now have the same distance. So there is no difference between tier 1 and tier 2 of this spell yet. Let's make a difference right now. And you know why? It's because of this. First code part 1, it's looking for a specific tier. This is all tier 2 and tier 3 right now. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, I'm putting in a dash tier 1. All right, so let's go back to the actual ball of energy here. So this should be tier 2. This should be tier 3. Radius. I think for tier 1, I'm going to reduce this down. You basically have to be like inside of the block. The max amount for tier 1, I'm going to have it be 1. Like this is a weakened version. You know what? If it's 1, I will give you 2 blocks around you, right? And it's a sphere. So basically it's, damn it. So basically like you could be here and cast the spell. There we go. And eradicate the rust. The other one though, cleansing light 2, I'm gonna have this be a pretty big range. Let's do 5 blocks. Let's do 5 blocks. A 5 block radius. So this one's 1, 2, right? So basically it would be this area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So imagine like all of that. So you could pretty much walk into a couple of these around you and just mass nuke them. Is all the tier 1 and tier 2 stuff still relatively the same? Never got past tier 1? Actually, I removed that at first, and then I brought it back in, I think, in a better way. So there are magic tiers again, and it helps promote... one unique thing with feedback that I got with this mod is that the magic tiers were a good idea. Because it gives you a sense of progression that some other mods don't give you, right? Because other mods, it's like, what items do you have, right? And you could just kind of burn through things, but having to work at something to actually, like, you felt accomplished when all this new stuff opened up, right? When you become a better mage. Before, you were able to do spell duplication and everything, like, almost immediately, especially if you're in an established world as it is. So what happens now is, and this was the whole thought on the system. I wanted you to work for something, but I wanted to feel balanced. And let me go in my creative world so I can show as I talk about this. I don't want to do that. There we go. I was messing with my screen size a little bit to make sure your buffs list kind of followed. Okay. All right. So basically there are 3 ways, and I don't know if you can read that on my screen, but there are 3 ways to get maximum mana. You have your magic experience, which you get from casting spells, completing rituals, things like that. You'll have meditation insight, which is a new system that when you sit down and meditate, there are blocks you can look at while you meditate. Particles will spawn, and then you can, study those blocks pretty much to gain more maximum mana. So it takes from Thaumcraft, right, the Thaumonomicon, but you sit down and meditate to do it. And then of course there's armor bonus, right, the max mana you get from armor bonus. Now in the you can go into the guidebook here, and I actually describe each way, right? Each way you gain the experience and everything. The guides, everything is changed, like it's like a legit kind of guidebook. But to get more magic tiers, it only looks at your magical experience, right? So now you can actually track it easier. And see like where you are. Like right now I have 46 mana, right, from magic experience. I need 50 to become tier 2. Right? And the idea is, if you want to just transmutation spam, right, and just grind out levels, you can. There are people who do that. But if you pursue the other things, right, if you make the armor, which the new magic armor, the mage armor, is really good now. It's really good. There are blocks here, like they have they'll have the researchable tag. I've researched everything here, so because I had to test it all in this world. But each one of these blocks, right, everything that you make will have you'll be able to meditate on it, or someone else's. It doesn't consume the item. It's like a free burst of mana, but it promotes you to like explore the world. And that's what we were just working on, those ancient artifacts here. These guys spawn with rifts, right? And you can discover, a lot of these here, right? And see, they disappear if they're not anchored to a rift, like a rift is nearby. And the idea is, the more you pursue this, the bigger your mana pool is, which means that you could cast more spells, which means you could level up your magic experience a lot faster than if you would just transmutation spam, sit and meditate, transmutation spam. Like, I'm promoting you to, like, I'm giving you agency to do things. And in the beginning, you have more than just transmutation, because to bridge the gap to grimoires, I created wands. So there are a series of magic wands that you can, they're kind of like primitive caveman, but you'll get like the basic fire volley, right? The basic like elemental projectile spells that do more damage. Now they do 2.5 damage, but you can move while you cast them, which is a big thing. And it does like frost damage, like frost volley does frost damage. So if you're fighting an electric elemental or something like that, you'll do 1.5 times the damage, right, of whatever it is. So you'll end up doing more. Quick 3-second cast time only costs 3 mana, right? And I have one for all the stuff, right? So a lot of this stuff is about like kind of reworking all this. Boop. Yeah. So that's the idea. So magic tiers are back. This is kind of like the creative world. Everything you see here is like what the mod is like now. So you'll have your neutral branch, you'll have a darkness branch, and you'll have a light branch. Light branch will have lunar magic when I make it. Darkness will have soul magic. This one's got the spell duplication in it. But yeah, lot of stuff has changed. A lot of fun little things too. Like I have like the summon portal spell. I created like the Minecraft Ender chest. So you could this is a summonable spell, like the Void Vault, I call it. So yeah, a lot of unique stuff. I'm missing some stuff here. Yeah, I try to talk about it in stream sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes still learning. Going to understand it's more utility magic than attack magic. Well, the current version is. This version, the attack spells are actually really good. Like if you could get off a corpse explosion, like a level 2 corpse explosion, does 50 points of damage to everything around, but it can also kill you and your friends. So you gotta be very gentle with that spell. Love the mage armor, even with tier 1. Yeah, mage armor changed as well. There's a basic mage armor now. And then I created fun sets. The first one is this is the Rusty Jonas set, right? So like the boots and everything, like, you know, it's all. Oh, I gotta take off my the Traveler's Soul. I was making equipment that boosts your stats. Traveler's Soul was gonna be like the EverQuest Journeyman's boots. It just gives you passive run speed for having it on. But yeah, I added things like around Halloween, the Halloween helmets can drop. Around Christmas time, there's a Christmas hat that could drop. Just because, right? Just because. New staff variants too. Like I added the priest staff here. I'll get the wooden one. You know, like a lot of things. But it's awesome. Is that in current release? Nope. This will not be available to people until we have a very stable 1.20, because I rewrote everything. This is not compatible with the old worlds and the old mod. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that 1.20 is probably going to be like a, hey, make a new world kind of scenario. Because even the tags that I wrote on your character all do different things. So if you start this version on a current world, you're probably going to see some weird crap happen. And there's not much I can do, right? Like, I rebuilt the mod. It's basically a different mod. Even the names, like temporal fragments, are gone. I've heard so much feedback, so many people complaining about temporal fragments. Those things are just gone. Gone. Yeah, but this version right now, I have an alpha version. This is currently alpha 15. And I have alpha 16 ready already. But anyone who is a supporter, a Twitch sub like Fritz, right? He just resubbed up. Like he has access to it. I have a special Discord section for the alpha for this mod. Oh, another quality of life thing before I get too deep into that. Let me pull up the spells. And let's just do Swiftness, everyone's favorite spell. Now, in the new version, if you look at the top right, I actually have an effects list. And also, this spell makes you run a heck of a lot faster too. All the stuff just got buffed, which will be reflected in version 16. So yeah, and once the alphas are done, which they're just about done, I think maybe 16 will be the last, because I did a bunch of rebalance changes. I'm going to be opening up a multiplayer server for the supporters so we could all play on it. And, you know, at that point, it'll be like tweaking numbers, right? Like what feels good, what doesn't. But yeah, all this it's available, it's playable, but it's not going to be on the mod database for a while. That's all I need, because the thing is, like, people don't read. Like, there's so many times when I have to, like, change an item behind the scene or registry, and I got people coming in, you broke your mod, and they'll send me a screenshot. I'm like, yeah, those items don't exist. Like, did you not read the big bold on top? Like, you know, like, why do I bother spending time documenting this stuff out if no one ever reads this stuff? So with this, I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to put this out in the wild yet. You know how many people are gonna be like, ruined my world, all my magic items are gone, all my temporal fragments are gone. Yeah, because they don't exist anymore, you know? It's bad. It's really bad. And it's gone, right? Is that right, Seth? And it's gone. What do you mean? It's gone. Please move aside from the customers that have temporal fragments, please. I love it. I love it. So true. It's so true. All right, let's go back into the fun world. You're gonna have to forgive me. I'm still coughing stuff out of my lungs. Have Lila and I die again. I'm probably just going to do the 1.20. Hit you up about that sub magic. Yeah, the current version, like right now, this is still on 1.19. 1.20 looks good, but I also know that, I mean, it's the pre, you know, like there's going to be a lot of things. It's a work in progress. Once 1.20 is out, not a release candidate, but the real version, I'm still gonna wait until 3 or 4, probably 4, just because this last update, 1.19, right? When we got to 4, you had to create new worlds, right? Because it was a rushed release. Or maybe not rushed as in like it was intentionally rushed, but rushed as in it probably needed more time in release candidate status. Like it had a lot of gremlins in it, and I don't want to rebuild these mods multiple times because that's a waste of my time. I could be adding things like the gateways, and you know what I mean? Like I could be adding fun things to the mod instead of spending weeks troubleshooting problems that aren't even in my mod. So it's going to be a long time. I mean, in the way it's looking now, I mean, there's still a lot of work going on, right? They're adding a lot of cool stuff in 1.20, and I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to fight those new monsters. Oh my god, I love. Give me a reason to survive. You know, give me a reason to make armor and get weapons, and you know, maybe become a fire mage, right? To blow things up with fireballs. Like, give me a reason to do that. Yeah, plan so far is not to die, right? That's the plan. I've been watching Perk fight them. They scary. Yeah. They're cool. I hope that they do something with the AI. You know what I mean? Like, not every creature should be run towards you and melee hit or shoot you, like throw a rock or shoot you with an arrow, right? A projectile based thing. Give us unique things, right? Like, you know, you compare this game, like I compare this game to Minecraft a lot because it basically is like, I think a better version of base Minecraft, but at least Minecraft, right? Like the damage numbers made sense. Like this game's damage numbers are all over the place. Like a copper, like look at this, right? Copper sword, 3.8 damage, right? Copper axe, 2 damage. Like, 3.3, you would expect 3.8 to be like nothing, right? And then look at the spear, 2.8 damage. Like, it's more damage when you throw it, but a spear should be a melee weapon too, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, it's a copper spear, but if you look at like flint, Like, look at the flint spear. Right? Like, that's 2, and then 5 piercing damage when you throw it. It's like, so my flint weapons, which are so much easier to make, flint spears are like God. You know what I mean? Like, it blows copper out of the water. It's like, what's the point? For armor, they're like, a lot of the armor sets look cool, but they're all useless, you know? Like, they either don't protect you or don't protect you more than, like, enough, you know? It definitely, it needs some love. It needs some rebalancing. And I think they'll get to it. They'll get to it, right? It's a moving target, I understand. But it still sucks. It stinks. Doesn't feel good. All right, cleansing light. We were working on cleansing light. Let's make it daytime again. Oh, hush. Where are those wolves? Oh, you know what? There was a canyon here. I bet you they're underground. I don't really care enough to find them. Can chuck them and sometimes they hit 2 or 3 times. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you do get the double tap and it's like 10 points of damage. Bam, right there. It's amazing. So I'm gonna make the tier 2 version here. So the tier 1 version's gonna be like, you could go pretty much into a rift or right by it, and then you could close it. The tier 2 version, it's gonna be a bigger bubble, and you'll be able to close up to 10 at the same time. So if it's one of those instances where it is apocalyptic, and there's just a bunch like clustered in an area, you should be able to snap them all. You know what? Just because I can, let's bump it out a little more. Let's do 7. A big dome of 7 blocks in all directions. So let's do that. All right, now let's we have to put in something in here. We're gonna have to do a scan of the area to look to see what blocks are there. Look for the unstable blocks and then convert them into inert blocks. I'm thinking that's going to be the best way to do this. I think so. Yeah, that is going to be the way we do this. Unfortunately. Oh, look at this. This still would have been only 5 blocks. We need to input radius. So I set those values and I never actually used it here. There we go. Now it should take a look at the radius. And then run the packet. Okay, let's save. We'll scroll back up to the top here. Let's test this out. Just so it's easier to see. There we go. And this will be the end. So the first one should be 1, 2. So it should be that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which should be there. All right, let's spawn a rift. Bum 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 bum. Bam. So now if I'm right here, will it hit? No, it does not hit there. But if I'm here, I should be able to tap it. Yep, there we go. Perfect. I like when things actually work. So we're going to open this. So now this other spell, version 2, if I stand here... And remember, this is a bubble all around me. So nope. But if I stand here... There we go. So looking at it, that's a huge radius around you that you could just eradicate all this stuff. And the reason why I wanted to give you this spell, not only to clean up rifts like that, but I want to make elemental rifts. I want like a fire rift to open up, and then with that fire rift being open, I want it to start affecting the dirt and the rocks and stuff like around that fire rift, and then spawn fire elementals out of that fire rift, right? So it kind of like is an anchor, right? A foothold, kind of like the game Rift. I used to love that theme. At least the game itself kind of sucked, but it was cool that like you would get an event like a fire event, and fire rifts would open up, and the opposing elements would fight each other too. That's kind of the end goal. It's gonna be like Taint, the Thaumcraft Taint in a way, but it's gonna be like Fire Taint, you know, kind of spreading, or Water Taint, or Arcane Taint. So I wanted to give you spells to be able to clean up that taint and to close those rifts as well. So that is it right there. Now I got to go into the shader, right? Oh, you know, there's a couple more things we got to do. A couple more things. We need to convert. We need to do a conversion of blocks here. Oh, man. So what? That's going to be a big range. Maybe I'll make the range smaller. You'll have to like stand closer to it to like stabilize one of these. Although I guess the question is, how should you get these ancient markers? Should it be through this spell? Am I trying to put too much utility on this kind of spell? Right? Or should you just be able to walk up to it and like use like rusty dust or something on it? You know what I mean? Like use an item on it, or I don't know. Break it with a different tool, or I don't know, something. You know, like how do you get this? Do you craft it? I don't know. Because like I don't necessarily have to tie it to a spell. Speaking of spell, let's put resist earth on. Why not? These are tier 1 versions, so they only last about 10 minutes. Oh, blink. Boop. I love blink. Swiftness. Yeah, let's put that on. Oh, you know what? Instead of swiftness, let's do velocity. Velocity is fast. This is fast. I don't know. Any feedback here? Any suggestions here? Like, should you get the inert version of these ancient artifacts through casting this spell? I don't know. I'll let that bake a little bit while we stare into it, and I'll kind of look at some code here, because I could have it here. An attack. You know, because I kind of don't like the idea of using this spell now that like the more I'm thinking about it, the more. What if you just cast transmutation on it? Like you could stabilize these by casting transmutation. It's simple. You already use transmutation to interact with a lot of things in the world. It would make it to where anyone could, because you would have to be at least a tier 2 mage and get lucky to get this spell, right? So there's people aren't going to be using this like right out of the gate, but you'll be able to find these right out of the gate, you know? So maybe just having transmutation like cast on it, or greater transmutation, right? If you have one of the better staves. Oh yeah, Foxy Woxy, that's another thing too. I created greater transmutation. It's a wider area. Instead of a 3x3, it does a 5x5. I gotta fix that those textures. I don't like the detail in them. This doesn't look right to me. Kind of test this out, make sure I get my buff. Yep. And it's a 20-minute buff because it's tier 2. Nice. Oh, you know what? I gotta bring another item back in the game, so I don't forget to work on it, like I almost just did. Let's add that back in. Reload. I think straight up transmutation. The more I'm thinking about that, the more I like it. All right. So this is the equipment that I'm going to be making. So for some of this equipment, the Traveler's Soul is going to increase your run speed passively. The Mark of Eternity is going to increase the buff duration, like of the buffs that you cast, beneficial buffs. It will make them last, I think, maybe 50% or twice as long. Like, I'm not sure the number yet. The Codex of Destruction is going to increase the potency of attack magic. And the Heart of Mana is going to increase, it's either going to increase the amount you gain from, like, meditation ticks, amount of mana, or it will decrease the amount of temporal stability that is lost, that is consumed per meditation tick. Bernardo. Hey, Strimmer, did you get good? Never gonna live that down, huh? Never gonna live that down. How you doing? It looks pretty cool too. I already have I have basic textures on it right now, but yeah, I think it looks good. Looks good. I'm good, thanks. You? I'm pretty good. Can't really complain. I'm pretty good. And I swear, I got like maybe 10 or 20 more minutes too, Bernardo, until I gotta get off. Always right at the end. You know. You got cameras in here? Is that what's going on? Good to hear that. I didn't want you to stream anyways. All right, let's take that off. Yeah, I gotta actually put stats on these. But at least they exist, so I won't forget. Oh shit! Oh, I'm gonna have a little fun here, right? All right, let's back up. Oh no! I wanted to test that. I just made a bunch of changes here. All right, let's see. Projectile, spell, corpse, explosion. Hold on. Let me fix this again. All right, let's pull up corpse explosion. There it is, and version 2 right there. And it is going to be right there. There we go. Tier 1 and Tier 2, right? So this is the same kind of thing. All right, so we're doing injury. All right, where's the oh, here it is. All right, request value tier 2 was not found. Oh, that's right. I was actually fixing that and I never did. Of course I get cams. Oh yeah, you got cams all over, huh? I hope I'm at least coming through at like a good angle in your cameras that you have around my place. Do I look good? You know, at least. Or is it like the up the nose view, right? The unflattering shots. All right, so what I need to do is take a look at my entities. And we need to pull up this. Here we go, corpse explosion. All right, so we got dash tier 1, dash tier 2, tier 1, tier 2. Double check all those. Yep, all of those are perfect. Let's close that out. Let's pull this up. Oh, tier 2. So this is statically set as tier 1. Spell corpse explosion. That's perfect. So then this one would be statically set at tier 2 because technically it's a tier 3 spell. Okay. Then we create it, throw it in the world. Okay, so all of that looks good. Let's test corpse explosion 1. Yeah, not really, sorry. It was a rush job, right? Is that what it was, Bernardo? It was a rush job. Maybe if you left your house more, you could put better cameras in. There we go. We'll go back in. Oh, and let's do the healing orb as well. I made some changes last night to the healing orb. Regeneration, that spell. All right, let's clear out some of this stuff. We'll get rid of that too. I don't need. You know what? Okay, I'll pull cleansing light back up. So we'll get cleansing light 1 and 2. There we go, 1 and 2. Let's get corpse explosion 1 and 2. And yeah, no, I don't care about corpse swap right now. And then we will get regeneration. Whoops. There we go, regeneration. All right, I'm gonna log out and I'm gonna log back in. That way it saves it, right? So just in case it crashes, I won't. You need to get your game on new tech, Vice. Yeah. If I needed to leave the house for that, yeah. Well, I need to leave the house so you can put in better cameras. All right. So that looks like it's working well. I would be getting healed right now. Drifters would be getting hurt in that orb. Yep, and I see looks like I was getting healed. Oh my gosh, the shield blocked healing damage. The shield blocked some of the healing. I can't believe that. That's pretty funny. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Wow, that's how shields work. It absorbs healing as well. Right? Yeah, it does. No, it should be damage absorption. That's so weird. Wow. That's great. That's great. Okay, so that spell worked. We know cleansing light works. Corpse explosion. Let me just cast it. Okay, good. Spell failed, no target. We're gonna pull out a wolf. Now we're gonna get an admin sword. I'm gonna put you over here. Oh, no you don't. Yeah, that's what I thought. What were you going for? Oh, little piggy. I just saved your life, piggy. All right, now let me log out again, right? We'll log back in. And we're going to try Corpse Explosion 1. Brr. That worked. Look what it did, huh? Boom, baby. Corpse Explosion 2. Oh. Let me think about this. Because it specifically said before, right? It did not like tier 2. Right? That was a specific thing. Let's try it here. Did I fix it already? What did I actually change? Let's look at GitHub. Weird. I don't think I changed anything and it worked that time. All right. This is what we got to do. Oh. We got to fix the radius too. Yeah, we got to fix that a little bit. All right, so let's go into new devlog image of what? Exploding corpses? All right, so we're putting the damage numbers through. Let's look at the projectile that we create. All right, so damage. All right, so I'm putting in the raw damage because this is an explosion. Damage actually has a lot to do with the range. And I am not putting the appropriate range through, right? Because so what am I doing here? I'm getting a radius. I don't think I really need that. So I'm triggering the explosion. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do need that radius. Yeah, so I want to put in range. So let's come down here. Let's do entity spell dot range equals range. I'm going to need the same thing for Corpse Explosion 2. Let's go into the spell here. We got to create a parameter for range. So this is going to be a public. Ooh, what is range again? It is a float. Float range. And then we're going to come down to here. So we got damage there, got the damage there. So instead of this radius, it needs to be this dot range. Oh shoot, wait, no. Hold on. Range is different than radius. Hold on, let me just undo what I just did, because this would give it a 40 block range. Like, you would blow yourself up too. There we go. Kind of undo stuff here. The hell? There we go. Let me backpedal a little bit here. Hold on. Because that's the range there. No, DM real quick. Oh, that's what you're talking about? Yeah, they're yeah, that looks good. I know I was talking with Dilly. He had mentioned that, I mean, the dimensions are becoming a thing. That's been, hopefully we have it for 1.20. But I mean, the fact that they're posting that, man, that yeah, it's gonna ruin my personal life if they come out with dimensions. I'm just gonna say that now. And that's what I told Dilly too. I'm like, look, man, you guys come out with that, it is gonna ruin my personal life. So calibrate. Calibrate. So for the radius here, you know what? I will give it a 5 block radius. I'm gonna do whole numbers here for this. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do the 0.5. Oh, deleting range. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the game for sure. Right, so basically that means, I guess if we come back over here, all the smoke, right? So 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So basically, why don't I have like any other blocks? Here we go. Basically, if this is the center point, it's gonna be a circle, like all the way around. That's what Corpse Explosion will do. You know what? Maybe not 5. Because then what am I gonna make this one, like 10? Should it be 10? So basically you could trigger, no, 10 is too big. Come on, man. I feel like for Corpse Explosion though, maybe going out to, this was 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6. Maybe a dome of 6. You know what? We're gonna do 5. I was just thinking about it. So that would of course put it right there, like a circle all around. I think that's pretty good. Oh, what is this? Non-stop modding. If they add dimensions, yeah, right. Might be good to make a framework for dimensions though. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Cliff from the top edge. I have no idea what's going on over there. It just may be squiggles. Who knows? Weird. Oh, this expired. I can't. It looks like you had yeah, you had a message there that didn't go through, Fritz. But it's fine. I read it. I see it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that corner, that top corner. But yeah, it is gonna ruin my life a little bit. my social life. So I'm gonna keep the radiuses the same. The big difference here isn't the range, it's the damage and the amount of entities that you can hit. So maybe Corpse Explosion, like tier 2 Corpse Explosion or tier 1, can only hit 2 entities at a time. The other one, the tier 2, could hit 8 entities for 50 points of damage each. 50. I'll just say it again, 50. Looking at damage sources here. I'm going to put damage tier in this. I think I have to. Looks like it doesn't look like magic to me, man. I think you got magic on the mind. It looks like trees or birds or squiggles. Doesn't look like magic to me. I mean, look at those squiggles and look at the rock squiggles, right? It's just squiggles. Doesn't mean there's magic over there, right? I do like their whole, like, the way they're doing those images, it looks pretty cool. I gotta give them props for that. It looks really cool. All right, so damage tier 5. I don't even know what the hell. Like, what are the like? What's a drifter? The double-headed. Survival. Oh, you know what? I could just pull it up here. What is your tier? 4. All right. Corpse Explosion is going to be tier 4. Oh yeah, we got to restart the game. Weakness to heal. Did you know if you cast the regeneration spell of like and drifters are nearby, instead of being healed, they actually take damage? Any other creatures will be healed by the spell. So you could heal your chickens or a wolf or whatever, right? Like bears, like anything that's living, it will heal them if they go into the range of influence. But yeah, very neat. And I think right side is Tobias, character from the lore. Maybe Tobias. I have to say, I don't really know the lore. I live in this world here where I make my own lore. Time to blow up. Okay, good. It did it again. So requested value tier 2 not found. Try parse by name. All right, where is it failing? Projectile, entity, projectile, spell, corpse, corpse explosion, on-game tick. Okay, so something with on-game tick. But it's not giving me... Okay, good. It did give me a line. 270, 278. Really? So it's saying that it's not seeing tier 2. Where would it be seeing tier 2? It wouldn't be in the element. Wouldn't be there. I wonder if it's this entity, this source entity. Do I even need? I don't think I really need to track the entity sources. And I don't think I can. I don't think I can progress here. We'll do that. We'll do that. For some reason, it's not seeing tier 2 as valid, and I'll have to do, because it is valid. Like, I can summon the item, so, or the entity, so it's there. Oh, it's attacking itself. AoE, get all entities attack. That's what it is. It's attacking itself and blowing itself up. Is there a place, Fritz, do you know, is there a place where I could read the lore of this game? I may be able to incorporate magic a little better instead of doing my own thing. Who tell that Vice lives in his own world? Hey, so do you. Don't you come shaming. Rolling in here like you're better than me. You want a staff that builds you know, everything for you. There we go. So let's not have it. Let's not have it kill itself. Let's put the source back in. I think that's what's happening. Corpse explosion's killing itself. There is, in fact. Ooh. Well, I didn't say anything on better or worse yet. Of course not. Oh, man. How's my cellular device doing? Man, I get so many... so many things here. All right, corpse explosion. There we go. Look at that range, huh? All right, can I rope you in? Here, you're going in this direction. Damn it. Come on, man. Don't make me build a fence. Oh, you're done. You done. Get it. Why isn't it doing as much damage? Let me guess. Wait, let me guess. I don't okay, damage tier. So this damage, what does it think the damage numbers are? This dot damage. You tell me what these damage numbers are. And this thing's really getting around. It did it again. It did it again. Okay, so it sees the number 50. That's good. And it's doing this again. Said requested value tier 2 was not found, so it's requesting a value in here. And I think it's on game tick. Simulate ticking entities. Yeah, so it's on game tick. Vice playing the game? Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, I'm missing a lot. You know, me being God is kind of obvious. Yeah. In DMs, you could also, you know, like play the game. Yeah, die with style. Can we get a timed buff that casts it on you if you die? Retribution. What is the buff? What is retribution? What would that do? Vice playing the game. Yeah, you know what? I like to play games too, people, all right? I like to play games too. Corpse entity die combusted. Trigger the explosion. Oh, wait, let's set that to false. Whoops. There we go. Let me try this now. We're gonna reload. I don't think I need to shut the whole thing down. Cast corpse explosion on you if you die. Retribution blows everyone up around you. I think that's a good idea. Wonder if it's cheesy though. You know what I mean? It's a little cheesy. Oh, the corpse entity is null. Ooh. Because this is still going on. So in here, let me just put in So I am killing the corpse entity incorrectly. I had something in here for this. There we go. Fixed it. Brr. I did something all right. Where am I setting this corpse entity? Oh shit, I'm not setting it anywhere. Am I setting it through the spell? Okay, corpse entity corpse. Why don't I just put just another safety check here, and this dot corpse, there we go, does not equal null. There we go. Let's try that instead of this. I will put this back in, but we'll just comment it back out. There we go. Let's try that. Boop. Where you going? Same thing. It's trying to find a specific value. This is weird. I'm gonna have to read this like line by line, I think. That's just a time lapse there. So that's nothing important. And then if E does not equal null, right? And then E is alive. If E is a player, oh, I was doing this differently. Wait a minute, is it getting upset because I'm getting hit by it too? And I'm in creative mode? All right, what if we try this? Let me reload. And let's see where an error comes in. If it errors out at all. Because it's getting stuck in a loop right now. Right there. Okay, so now it kind of did its thing. It's not telling me like exactly where the error is. I'm gonna have to like, I think what I'm gonna have to do is little by little take this stuff out. So wait, why am I doing something different with a player? Oh, I was trying to block you from taking damage because you're the caster. You know what? Fuck that. You want to blow stuff up, then, you know, you could blow yourself up too. Nope. Training wheels are coming off. You could blow yourself up with corpse explosion. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get it. So it's doing the same thing. Oh, and it's going through. Okay, so I'm looping through everyone here, making sure that it does not hit yourself. Set rotation. Wait, am I doing that? Okay, no, I'm not. Let me clean up some of this stuff because I did have this as an orb at first, and I was gonna have it like rotate, like a soul kind of coming out and then it explodes. I'm not doing that right now. Cast corpse explosion on you if you die. All right. Never cease to amaze me seeing a programmer reading text backwards. Yeah. I start from the bottom up, man. I do still also think we need a dispel or an anti-magic zone thing. Can't really do that though, Fritz. Like magic doesn't, it's not a physical thing all the time, right? And you got to think of things like collisions hitboxes. You know, so how would that work? You know what I mean? Like I would have to put like, I don't know. And you're not really pitching me on why we need it either. You know what I mean? Like if you want me to do something, you got to start. You go into the Discord and you say, "Hey guys, we should do this." Get other people on board. Because I don't see a point in having like an anti-magic zone. You know, so what does it do? It makes it to where like if you stand by this block that emits a zone, you can't cast a spell. Is that what it would do? Like I don't know what it's supposed to do. So sell me on it. Sell me on it. Actually, I got like a couple minutes. I'm a little past where I should be here. Don't need that. Do 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 do. Boop. Great explosion, destruction radius, blast radius, blast type, drop chance multiplier. Okay, so yeah, all that stuff there. Near claimed land. All right, we pruned out more. Impact on entity. What am I using? I'm putting it here. This is the tri-attack entity. Is colliding. Ooh. Uncollided is colliding. I think a lot of this stuff here, I remember what I was doing with all of this. And I could tell you this, I don't want to do that. On entity impact. And into set rotation. All right. So let's do this. And that one. And I think we come up to the top here. Yeah, this whole on physics callback, I don't think we need that either. Because it's all about like motion and stuff. I don't think we need this behavior. Really what I'm concerned about is on-game tick right now. All right, let's shut down. Let's shut down. Let's reload, and I'll do one more test. I'm really curious though, Fritz. I'm really curious. I want you to. Oh, okay. Thank you for sending me that lore update. Go right into Rustbound Magic Alpha. Pitch this idea to me. Right? Let's have a discussion of this. Like, do people want an anti-magic block that makes a zone around them? That, because I could easily put a debuff on casters, right? I could put a debuff on casters that says you can't cast magic in this area. Copy and paste that into chat. Copy and paste that into chat. not this chat, but real chat. Discord chat. Things should be made so that this block both removes any active buffs and removes any and all possible possibility to cast magic. Perhaps in a 32 block sphere. Could see this being useful in a commercial hub where player does not want others breaking into their storeroom. or using their magic to majorly threaten the shopkeeper given the buffs the magic can give. You know, I could see having a block make it to where you can't cast spells, but what's going to happen then if you get too close, right, to this quote-unquote shop? 32 by 32 blocks is big. What's going to stop someone from being like, oh, you know, the scroll that non-mage just used for run speed, yep, stripped away because they accidentally got too close because the dome influence spills into the second half of another shop. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. Like, oh, they're walking on the road by the shop and their buffs and everything that they just paid for are gone. I don't think it should remove buffs. I think it could absolutely silence. I could create a silence debuff and make it to where you can't cast spells while the silence debuff is on. Right? Because you can't, you know, if you can't threaten or attack or anything. Because what's to stop someone from just being full plate and just start melee swinging and hitting, right? Like the strengthen, yeah, it will help. But chances are they're walking in there with steel weapons anyways, you know what I mean? And just wreck a shopkeeper. You're gonna have to, you'll have to sell me again, right? You gotta sell me on that, on a good reason why it would remove buffs too. Because I know I would be pissed, right? If I bought a scroll for run speed from someone and I had 25 minutes on it, right? Or an hour, and I thought I was good to go, and I made the dumb mistake of going too close to Finkeldink's shop, and my run speed buff is gone now because it removed it because I got too close. You know what I mean? Sure, silence could work instead than a dispel spell that actually does that. Why do you want to remove people's buffs? Why do you want a dispel spell that would remove buffs? You know, as a caster, you would be removing your own buffs too. Why? You know what though? Maybe that idea, I can't see it right now, Fritz. It's something we should talk about on the Discord. Pop it into the Rustbound Magic Alpha chat. I could put these things in. I just want to make sure that we're going to make fun utility out of them. That's all. Thinking mage on mage PvP? I guess, but you're going to be casting spells anyways. You know what I mean? Like it... I don't think Dispel should just wreck people's buffs. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Dispel would get rid of, like, harmful debuffs on you. Like, I could see Dispel doing that. But to remove, like, bonus? I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Fritz, like I said, you want this stuff in? Let's talk about it. I'm not opposed to it. The block where it silences makes it to where like people can't cast spells. That's not bad. I could do that. Definitely, I could do that. I could make a silence debuff, pop an icon on it, and have it to where like when you are nearby, silences you. You know, like I could definitely do that. I just need yeah, we just need to talk about this stuff. So, all right, everyone. My time is up. My time is up. You know what? One more thing. Because this is failing every time, right? Take the wolf out. Right? Corpse explosion 2. Right? Failed. The spell is more of a thought, the block is something I want. Well, I mean both things. Like if I'm building into the system, I want to build into the system once, right? Because they're both going to do a similar thing. I have to do similar checks for all this stuff. Yeah, so I think I have to redesign this a little bit. I'll get Corpse Explosion working. I was gonna say, excuse me? Did this thing just try to run and attack me? I was going to revive your friend, but you're both doomed now. You're both doomed. Bready Loaf, thank you for the follow. Yeah, let's talk about it, Fritz. Let's talk about logistics and stuff. Like I said, I'll be able to chat on Discord here. I'll be able to chat through my cell phone, but I got some stuff to do. And I'm sorry, Bready Loaf, you came in right at the end, right at the very end. But it's okay because we'll share the love here. If you wanna, let's pop this in here. That's the Discord that I've been talking about, the magical Discord, my Discord. And let's find someone to raid. Twitch. Who is actually playing Vintage Story? It's not a lot of things. Back in my day, we hunted our food. What is this? May contain sexual themes. Come on, man. We're just playing games. This isn't a first date. I've been lurking for a bit. Some of the stuff is too big brain for me, but it's interesting. Yeah, that's why I wanted to. That's why I want to do this, right? Because honestly, when I live stream, my productivity does go down. I can bust out a lot of stuff when I can just focus a little bit on it. But I do these streams to like show people what's going on, and to get feedback on things too. So that's why I do the streams. I'm rating someone now. So that's why, one English streamer. Really? I see a couple. I got a couple. I got bread brain. Making glue and cave diving. We are back. And then there's the dude there. Percus. I don't know. Okay, yeah, perfect. I'll rate them. I'll rate them, Fritz. Exclamation raid / raid. Okay, so we're gonna raid this person. Thank you everyone for watching. Like I said before, the alpha is available to the supporters. Supporters out there, test it, tell me what's wrong, see what's going on, tell me what feels good, what doesn't, right? Like it just, you know, it's just about feedbacks. Look at the poll that I have going as well. I think we're about to have a discussion on the silence debuff and maybe how that's applied. Maybe a dispel spell. Although cleansing light could kind of be like dispel, huh? Interesting thought there. Thank you everyone, have a wonderful day. I may end up live streaming a little later. I may also just hop, it's been a hot minute since I hopped into the chit chat and just shared my screen in Discord, so people can come on and actually talk with me about stuff, kind of like a more personal stream. But yeah, thanks everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. Bye.